Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Annabelle. To those who are new to this channel and to those who've always been there, welcome back. So today I have special greetings for a special group of people on my channel. And this special group of people are those who are always watching, but they are not subscribed. Because my channel algorithm, my YouTube channel algorithm tells me that 85% of my viewers are the ones who are not yet subscribed. So today I want to greet you. Hello guys, to all those who are not yet subscribed but are watching all the time. I see you and I appreciate you. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I'm posting a video. Every time I'm posting something, you'll get a notification. Today's video is about things that I wish I knew before I moved to Germany, or things that you should know before you move to Germany. So if you are interested in such topics, stay tuned and let's start. The first thing that I want to talk about is a driving license. Like, why didn't anyone tell me that a driving license is expensive in Germany? Like, getting your driving license, learning to drive is very expensive. Like, why didn't anyone tell me this? If I knew this, I could have done an international driving license in my country, in Zimbabwe, and just came here and just do a few lessons and then acquire the German one, because I would have an international one. Driving cost €1 per minute, like the practical ones. I'm not even talking about theory, I'm talking about only the practical one. Driving cost like €45 for 45 minutes. And this is one of the cheapest schools. Like, your girl is doing driving. I'm taking driving lessons, and this is why I'm talking about this topic, because I told you guys this is a real life. We're talking about things that are happening. We are not framing anything. We're talking about real things on the ground, and this is how much I'm paying. €45 for 45 minutes. This is like 1 minute, €1. And my driver tells me that this is one of the cheapest schools. And then for the theory, I think I paid about €217. Like for the a theory for the 14 lessons that you have to go through, this is what I paid. And yeah, I think at the end of the day, I'm going to pay about 3,000 for only driving, because I'm not a fast learner, because I'm afraid of driving, because yeah, all that. So it only depends on how fast you can learn, but you cannot do driving license with less than €1,000 in Germany, like at least where I am from. Why didn't anyone tell me that I should just do my international driving license in my home country, so that I won't have to pay a lot of money? Like, I think it's really expensive. Comment down below and let me know where you come from, like how much you pay for driving license. But I think if I had done it in my home country 3 years back or 4 years back, I could have paid about $300 or less. So compare $300 with $3,000. Yeah, I wish I knew things like that. So if you are moving to Germany, or if you are planning to move to Germany, please get your international driving license from your country and come here and do a few lessons to save you some cash. It will save you some money, like what Nigerians would say. Are there any Nigerians in the house? Please comment down below. It will save you some money, my sister. So do that, and yeah, just come here with everything done. And you know, the important thing about having a driver's license in Germany, it's because in small villages, like, there are people who live in small villages, and in small villages there's not so much of public transport like tram, train and buses. Of course there are buses, but these buses are only driving maybe in an hour, or so you have to wait. So if you're going to work and maybe you have to arrive 30 minutes earlier because your bus leaves early, and then if you're taking the next bus, you're coming late, so you just have to be, all those things. So the villages, or people who live in villages, they need the cars. So you would need the car if you're definitely moving to a village, which is why driving license is important. And if you can't get it in your country, then be ready to pay a lot of money to get your driving license here. It's needed. Unless if you're moving to a bigger city, of course there is enough public transport. Like, you don't have to think about it. There is enough public transport. But if you're moving to a village, then get your driving license ready. Just get your driving license from your country, my sister. Or the second thing that we want to talk about is, of course, a work permit. And these are the first thing that one considers when they want to move. Like, this is the first thing that you think about. Am I going to work? Where am I going to work? Am I allowed to work? Or something like this. Like, nobody told me that if you are not from the European Union, you are not allowed to work in Germany. So if you are an African or an American moving to Germany, you're actually not allowed to work in Germany. Of course, there are conditions where one can be allowed to work. For example, if you're married to a German guy or to a German woman, you can work. Or I'm not sure, I think if you are doing like apprenticeship to like nursing, or taking care of old people, or taking care of disabled, I think you can be allowed to work. I'm not sure, but what I'm quite sure about is that if you are not from the European Union, you are actually not allowed to work in Germany, unless of course you're married to a German guy. Like, I didn't know all these things. I mean, when I moved here, I was thinking, okay, I'm just going to do my au pair year, my first year, and then second year I'm working and I'm earning a lot of shits. Like, this is a lie. It takes a lot of steps until you're getting there. It takes a lot of effort and time and everything until you're allowed to work. You're not just coming here if you're not from the EU and then you're looking for a job, you're applying for a job and then you're working. This is not how it is. Like, it takes you au pair, social year, you have to do social year, like working for the government, and then you have to do it at least a 3-year Ausbildung. With a 1-year Ausbildung, at least you have to do a 3-year apprenticeship, like a 3-year course, or study, I don't know. But with 1-year apprenticeship, like this 1-year course, you cannot work if you're not from the EU. So if you are planning to move to Germany and you think you can just come here, after a year you're allowed to work, unless of course you are moving already, you are married to a German guy and then you are moving to Germany with your husband or with your wife, with your German wife, then it's easier. But if you are not married and then to Germans and then you come here, don't expect to come here and just work after 1 year. This is totally impossible. Like, get your money ready, save a lot so that you can keep going within these 3 to 5 years where you'll be studying and doing all those paperwork and everything until you are allowed to work. The third thing that we're going to talk about today is, of course, the language. Like, I didn't know that it takes you years and years and years to learn Deutsch. I know when you're moving to a new country, you're already thinking of making new friends, like social life and all that. I think this is totally impossible if you can't speak a German language. Deutsch is German language. So when you're moving or when you're planning to move to Germany, please get your language ready so that you can be able to at least communicate with the next person, or at least have a social life, or at least be able to ask where is the next office or where is the next street. Because most people, yes, of course, they speak English, but you know, when people don't speak English all the time, they don't trust themselves in speaking English. So you hardly get help, especially in small villages, in small towns, if you don't have the language. So it is very important to just get your language ready before you come here. It's not an easy language, I know, but du brauchst das. Du brauchst die Sprache, hier einfach zu integrieren. You need the language to integrate and to talk to others and to do everything. I mean, if you're also thinking of working after some time, you obviously cannot work if you don't speak their language. Like, of course, there are English offices, but with the 80% of jobs, they definitely need the English language. And especially if you're not going to move to Berlin, where it's more multicultural, if you're going to move to a small village, then you definitely need to get your language ready before you come here. So the basic of the language, you can get a German course A1, German course A2, German course B1, German course B2, and most of the times for those who want to do these 3-year courses in nursing or anything, I think they need up to B1. So if you want to end up working here or to settle in Germany, you definitely need all those certificates, maybe B1, B2, so that you can actually study and work somewhere. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is, of course, the cost of living in Germany. I think this is very important. This is what you should know, or this is what I wish I knew before I came here, because when I moved to Germany, I thought, okay, I'm going to get paid a lot of money. I'm going to do my au pair and start working and get paid a lot of money, and then I'll be rich overnight. Like, this is not true. This is what you should know. Like, where you are getting paid a lot is expected from you in terms of rent and food and everything. So it's not like you're getting more and then you have to pay less rent. So you are getting more, but you're also paying more rent. So it's not really like when you're moving here, you're just going to be rich overnight. Like, it takes time. So yeah, I just wanted to put that clear so that you know that you don't come here with those high expectations thinking that, okay, when I'm going to get more money, then I'm going to, when I'm going to work and then I'm going to get a lot of money. Yes, of course, you're going to get more paid than in Zimbabwe, but then you're also going to pay more rent than in Zimbabwe, like higher rent, like food is also expensive. Everything is according to how much you pay. It's like when I think of moving to Switzerland right now, of course, Switzerland, they're paying a lot of money and everything, but it means when I get to Switzerland and get 2,000 more, I'm also going to pay 2 times more my flat as well. So at the end of the day, it's just the same. Don't get your hopes high. One example is the driving license that I talked about earlier. So in Zimbabwe, I would have paid 300 euros. Because people are not getting paid a lot. In Germany, I'm expected to pay 3,000 euros because people are also paid more. So this is like, it's more or less the same. The cost of living is expensive. So the less you receive, the also less you're going to pay. So it's not really too much of a, don't get excited. It's okay. If I knew that, then I wouldn't have made 1,000 promises back home, you know. So I want you to also come with very, very low expectations. The last thing that we are going to talk about is something positive. Like, we can talk about something positive as well. We can close the video with something positive. Like, one thing that you should know about Germany is that they are really good insurances, like also social insurances, like there's medical insurance and all those insurance that are covering you up in case of anything. And there's also a social insurance, and this social insurance is also, it's called Hartz-IV. It's the money that the government pays you when you're not working. So in case of a loss of a job, or you think, okay, I can't do this at the moment, I need to take a break, and then you're not working, the government will pay you. Like, you'll get enough money to pay for your rent and to eat for that whole month when you're unemployed. So there's an insurance for unemployment. So when you are not employed for a certain time, or I don't know how long it takes, but when you're not employed for a certain time, like, you get paid. You're also getting paid according to how much you were earning in the last year. So if you're earning, you're getting, I think it's 60% of what you've been earning. Is it 60%? Yeah, it's 60% of what you've been earning in the last year. So if you were earning 2,000, you're getting 60% of 2,000 in that in that time when you're not working. Or when you're getting paid 200, when you're getting paid 200 in the last year, you're getting 60% of your 200 euros. So I think it's really a good thing. It helps you out, you know. You don't have to worry a lot about, okay, what happens now when I lose my job, or what happens now when this company closes down or anything. Like, they always take care of that. For as long as you are also contributing to the to your insurance, you're also getting it. You also get it paid out when you need it. So it's just the same with the medical insurance. You're paying to it, and then when you need it, when you need more money at once, then it pays for you a certain amount. So I think this is a really good thing, and this is, I think, things that people should also know about Germany. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you learned something. This was a bit informative, and I hope you get to take this into consideration when you want to move to Germany. Like, this is very important, and this is said from experience. Like they say, experience is the best teacher. I'll see you on my next video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I'm posting a video. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.